Long, long ago, at 2712 Wellesley Court, a girl was welcomed into the Timberdoodle household.
Might we ask your name, madam?
She was a short, chipper kind of gal, but why was she so nice? Who was she really?
Susan.
No, we mean like your monster name.
Some sources say she hides in plain sight. She has been spotted at whiteboards all over campus scrawling numbers, letters, and other strange symbols.
Like, what do people scream when they see you coming? You know, like, look out! Here comes!
She claims to be a materials science major at Virginia Tech, yet she is clearly not like the rest of her peers.
Susan.
Really?
We still have many questions and very little answers. Who is this?
Susan! Ooh, I just scared myself. That is scary.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while.
My name is Aaron Olinger. I know Susan from RUF.
My name is Catherine Brown, and Susan is my beloved roommate.
I am Mark. Just kidding, I'm Ben. Hi, I'm Ben. Oops, I'm Mark.
Well, my name is Ben. My name's Mark. Just kidding. My name's Taryn, and I have to live with Susan.
My name is Luke, and I met Susan through RUF.
Hot water.
Hot water.
Hot water to remind her of tea.
Water?
Hot water.
Yeah.
No, she likes hot water better for some reason.
Pull. Excellent. I feel like Susan would like a hot toddy.
Yeah, booze is what I was gonna say.
Water with lemon in it.
And booze.
So a hot toddy is technically, it is tea. It's a tea-based drink.
That'd be very classy.
Moscato. I just drank that last
A Prosecco?
night. Please.
Prosciutto! That's what I'd go. Prosecco. Yeah, she drinks prosciutto. Yeah, sure. Or a margarita. I could see Susan drinking a margarita.
She could drink a sangria, maybe.
Sangria. That's a good one.
Probably sangria, yeah.
But it's green tea, honey.
Misery.
The cup of misery. Her tears.
And a little bit of whiskey, and you serve it with a little bit of lemon squeezed in it, and then you throw the lemon rind in there. I feel like Susan would like that.
Oh no, don't get me started. Let's see, probably consistently going out to ABP to get hot water.
Get free hot water from ABP.
Drink hot water.
I was gonna say go to ABP and ask for a glass of hot water.
Yeah.
A weird thing I've seen Susan do. Susan do weird things. I just, for some reason,
There's so many.
None of them are popping into my head right now.
I've seen Susan do a lot of strange things.
Like 5-minute naps in the library.
Purr like a cat.
If there's a tree, she will climb it.
Doing homework upside down.
Doing her homework upside down.
Like laying upside down is one thing, but doing homework.
I think last night at the dinner party we had, she started laughing about how her grandmother couldn't find David attractive anymore. Or adorable, was it? Yeah, because he was too old by a day. So that's the most recent thing.
The last football game, she was insulting the modulus of elasticity of the other team's flag.
There you go. Yes, remember that.
I mean, she kind of puts up with all of our antics. Like, when we were the muses, I dressed her up as each possible muse.
I don't know if I've ever seen her do a particularly strange thing, but I will say the coolest thing that I saw her do was play around the world at a ping pong table in a toga. That was pretty awesome.
That one time, she punched a guy in the face in the Owens, and then yanked off his shirt, and then tied that to another guy's neck.
I can see her doing that.
That was weird. She's fairly normal, all things. Fairly.
that means she is associated with somebody else, and then somebody else is probably with Hogan.
With Hogan? Yeah, she was definitely with Hogan, no doubt about it.
Probably me. Either me or you, Cora.
Was there like really mischievous?
They probably broke into somewhere, but it was like something that Hogan thought of, and she was sort of on board and just kind of decided to do it anyway and then regretted it later.
They stole a street sign and then went and broke into the top floor bars.
Yeah.
Or they
Threw it
robbed
in the
Cookout.
duck pond. Rob Cookout. Yeah, that's awesome.
And they'd steal some sort of like fancy technology or something. Probably honestly be returning something that someone else stole. But they do it in this really goofy way. They'd be like ninjas.
Trespassing over like very important, like high security property.
Trespassing. Grand larceny.
Grand larceny.
Not her idea. She would just drag along.
If Susan got thrown in jail, it wouldn't be for something like really small.
But
It'd be some like huge, like really thought through crime.
Heist. Yeah, grand larceny. Like
something
stolen
big.
stadium.
Like stealing the moon or something.
Exactly.
Justin or Jared trying to make an explosive. Not like to hurt someone, but just like some giant colorful explosion that went off incorrectly in the parking lot and the cop was nearby. And it like pierced their car.
Either one of the Peters or one of the guys from G Unit here. Sorry, I mean Valhalla, excuse me. Probably be in there for doing something incredibly stupid, running out in front of cars and disturbing the peace, just climbing off of roofs and jumping off or something.
But she wouldn't do anything. I feel like she'd just do it just to say she could do it.
Find
And then
out
she'd get in trouble. She'd be holding
about
the
the
item.
crime.
And she'd get arrested.
From someone else.
Solo.
Yeah.
It might be a solo.
Solo.
Well, if she's trying to sneak in somewhere, she'd be better off on her own. Like, get the
not
anybody
wrong.
else who's going to be like...
But I feel like you need someone to conspire.
I could see Cora dragging her into crime. I could see Cora maybe like, they could egg a house or break in something.
Yeah. Ooh, she would be with Carly, and she would be committing the crime of probably throwing stuffed animals at people in public.
Get a bunch of her material science friends together, and she would try to enact a heist on some kind of special, I don't know, maybe uranium, maybe some kind of special argon gas sample that is kept in the deep basement of the Holden building, and she would get caught. And then she would be put in jail for trying to steal such a high quality material. But the reason that she was trying to steal it was to bring it on her podcast, Stuff with Susan, so she could show her viewers what a real quality uranium sample looked like. So that's what she would get in jail for.
Functional material. Fluffy. Something that is soft, but very durable. It'd be like the fluffiest material ever.
She'd be a metal of some sort, able to withstand a lot of pressure. Because she's strong, she's more ductile.
It would be called Susanium,
There is that strength but flexibility.
and it would be super fluffy, and it would revolutionize the pillow industry.
But also nice to touch a little.
I don't know where I'm going with this. It got weird real fast. Well, if Susan was a material.
What's the name of that material that she touches that turns her...
Oh, I don't remember.
Something very Susan.
This has already been discovered.
She'd be so strong, her element would be off the periodic table.
I actually know this one.
Because if she was a superhero, she'd obviously be the seamstress.
Well, she wants to have the ability to like phase in and out, so that way she can walk down the street at night safely.
Because that's her time lord thing. She's the seamstress.
But based off her personality, I could see her almost having luck manipulation.
I don't know, I could see Susan flying. She'd fly to class.
Like kind of like the one in the recent, but just like she's constantly extremely lucky. Just like everything just like works out.
Well, she'd probably have super reading powers, which I think she already has, but she like reads super fast and gets so much information, and like I wouldn't be able to keep up, like I already can't.
So she uses a lot of tissues, and what she really needs is like tissues coming from like her hands. You know?
I kind of want to say the D&D one where she can just sing and heal people because that's her character. So this one's for you, Pockets.
You know?
Like,
So it's
oh
like
my
Spider-Man,
gosh.
you're shooting it, you're like grabbing the tissues.
Is the ability to keep things.
Given her major and her interests, probably something like super cool, like the ability to like reshape metal at will or something like that.
She would touch something and she could make it into any material that she wanted to.
And that'd be super practical with materials. She could just be like, it's warm now.
I should be rich.
Turning invisible. I think the ability to be invisible. We never find her again.
I feel like she shouldn't have mind reading because then she'd use that to like prank people essentially. Because that's what I see her doing with Pockets almost.
She would do stuff to your room and like... Maybe like, I'm still around the roommates and but they just don't know I'm here. It's fine. Giving people time. And we would never see Susan again. It'd be very sad. Like she would pull pranks that really backfired on you.
More like not being able to turn off the invisibility. that would suck. She should not have that.
I think a power that would be wasted on her is super hearing because she's oblivious and doesn't hear anything I say.
I feel like the power that Susan shouldn't have is the power of extreme human intelligence, because I feel like she already has that.
I've always thought a really lame superpower that I kind of wanted is the ability to remember everything I read. But I don't think Susan should have that because she already knows too much about too much, so giving her more knowledge would be a bad thing.
Susan should not be trusted with the ability to stop talking.
If Susan had the ability to function without sleep, she would be like the most achieved person I've ever met.
She would be so much more of a workaholic than she already is.
But she met Hermione. Hermione's pretty awesome. Maybe it's a good thing she doesn't have that so that she's still on the same level as us mortals.
T-Man.
Me?
Me, totally me.
Carly?
See, part of me wants to say Carly would be a good sidekick for Susan.
Or like a butler. She's like a butler. She's not a sidekick.
Yes!
Could it be like a weasel almost? Like some sort of like seeing eye weasel that she can see through kind of thing? Maybe like up a building or something.
I think Hogan.
Hogan.
Hogan's chameleon. Like he's Pascal. Me, I think it has to be Pascal. I don't know. I just see Pascal.
Her sidekick could be the knitter.
Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman would pale in comparison to her greatness as a superhero.
No, the seamstress and the knitter.
That sounds so sad.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Taryn.
Susan would probably have her brother as her sidekick.
Yep, butler.
Well, the seamstress would make clothes, and then someone would sell the clothes. So I guess something like
A merchant.
The seamstress and the merchant.
all the above. All the above. Everyone. She'd pick everyone.
Her face. Just kidding.
She's super nice.
It's just always like a quiet positivity about her.
She's also like the kind of person that would like drop everything if you really needed her. Like, kind of person that like if you need to talk about something, like she's there with a cup of tea in like 2 seconds, armed and ready.
Very positive and very willing to be herself and comfortable in her own skin.
I don't know, she's just uplifting in a constant sort of way.
I feel like it's making people laugh. I'd say actually listening to you, even if she's really busy.
I think she's a very welcoming person. She's very good at like reaching out to people and making them part of her friend group.
She's very smart.
The way she talks is unique, and I think it adds something that nobody else adds to the conversation.
She's very, very down to earth and very logical and thoughtful about a lot of things.
Willing to engage on difficult conversations.
She's a great storyteller.
She's super smart, but yet she also balances this care for people and this personability that is just spectacular.
Susan brings a lot of joy to people. Like I see her like interacting with like the freshmen or like people that already left, or just like anyone, and she just like brings like this really great element of like joy and love wherever she goes, which is great.
I feel like one of Susan's best traits is she is so highly respectable in the fact that she's very personable and she's very caring about everyone around her, but she's also very intelligent and very quick-witted. So you can have a very intellectual conversation with her.
For as hardworking and all of these other things she does, and she keeps busy, but she always has time for people.
Best qualities? Well, I would say she's a good friend and she cares about her friends and what they're feeling. Oftentimes more so than what she's feeling. So I think that's That's a really good thing to have.
Her ability to be there for people. She just kind of shows up at the right time, right place, and is just like, I'm here, what are we doing? Okay.
Not just I'm here, but I'm here to encourage you.
And like, I'm glad to have her in my life. I'm glad to like, be able to say these things.
Welcome to
Happy birthday!
Bye, Susan.
I'm not gonna mama you.
I love you, Susan.
Love you. Love you.
Happy birthday.
Susan, happy birthday. I'm so glad you're my friend.
Happy birthday.
May the grayness come later.
Sounds ominous.
Happy birthday!
And it's
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Susan!
And action. Oh, we're good? Okay. Hey, Susan, I just want you to know, you can probably tell I lost my voice yesterday because of the football game, and last night I did karaoke, and I did perform 3 rap songs. And so my voice is a little shot, but I still care about you enough to do this video because I think it's awesome that you're turning 21 and great celebration of your life. So I cared about you enough. And so
And he knows a lot about drinks, so if you need someone to go to,
hey,
he's your man.
Hey, the next journey through the beverages, she's coming. She's coming. Hot toddy.
We're doing a photo shoot. I'm just kidding.
You should have seen Marley.
I'm really excited.
They're really close.
Oh, wow. Wait, I was ready.
No, she likes hot water better for some reason.
Really?
Yes.
There you go. There's an odd thing she does.
Okay. No, you're right. No, it's me. No end.
What kind of fictional character does Susan remind you of?
Tom Bombadil.
Yes.
How about here's a different one? Either one you want. If Susan were stuck on an island with you two, who would die first?
Probably me. I look pretty delicious. Let's face it.
Do you concur with that statement?
Yeah.
Solid foundation for a relationship. Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how likely would Susan be to drop out of school to become a professional snuggler?
I've never snuggled with Susan, so I can't even speak to that. I would say like a 2.
2? I don't really see her dropping out of school. I'd give her 4.
At least a 7.
If Germans were the tallest people on Earth, what would Susan do with 3 flamingos?
Genius in this fence posts.
If Germans were the tallest people on Earth, what would Susan do with 3 flamingos?
Probably 6 ounces.
What? I think she'd make them her pets. They'd be her pet flamingos to live among her garden. She'd have a pond in the back.
And if her flamingos start to misbehave, she'll have to put her foot down.